Welcome back to another episode. Today is February 18th. We are fresh off a All-Star weekend. Cade, Jalen Duren, Jay or Coach Bickerstaff, they all did their thing out of All-Star weekend, got the dub. Most importantly, so we'll talk about that a little bit, just what that experience looked like, just our thoughts on it. And we'll also talk about um, Michigan Wolverines. They walked into Purdue, handled business. I think this is the last time we were on. Walked into Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken, handled business. And they're just looking more and more dominant, and I think they're starting to peak at the right time. Um, so as we got probably the biggest game of the season right around the corner. So yeah, we'll chat about all that tonight. I think to just kind of kick it off, yeah, I'll send it over to you. Just wanted, to see your thoughts on how the Pistons were represented at All Star Weekend.
I think obviously Cade got the nod last year being the first All Star, but it's good just to see representation of the Detroit Pistons around. Kind of putting our thumb imprint on all of it. Uh, for the young guns here, two of the five starters. You got a head coach coaching. All that is positive signs. Just Cade didn't have a Kawhi Leonard type game. Nothing too crazy. A couple of dunks if you would have made a little more of a highlight reel for that. But overall, just being the superstar he is, kind of just out there playing free, playing with a bunch of other guys as an equal. Playing with
Yeah,
Ant as an equal, playing with against Brown out there, or whoever Jamal Murray on the other side. Just playing with all these guys who are well established, and Cade and Durant out there playing, toe to toe with them. So all great things to see, man. It's just kind of a little bit of nod to him, and I look forward to looking up, hopefully many years from now, but looking up, and this is the second of 10 All-Star straight for Caden Durant, something crazy. So
yeah, yeah. No, it was great to see. Especially as excited about Duran making it. I thought these both played great. I think Duran played pretty well. I think just like asserting themselves too. I think it's kind of hard to track stats since they played like what 3 or 4 games, something like that.
yeah, it's broke up. I got it pulled up, but it's yeah. I mean, I'm looking at Durant right now. 8 points or 8 minutes. The first game, 2 points, 5, 7. It's kind of up in the
Yeah,
air as far as that goes.
it's
But
kind
yeah,
of that All Star game's getting his. Um, but yeah, I think it was just I think it was just good to see, and like I said, just great. Or before we jumped on, just great to see them win it all as well. I think that was kind of cool, just seeing them holding the trophy. Like I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter about them holding the trophy out and all that, and just
hmm
posing with it afterwards after the game. And you just gotta think of like a coming back with that, to Detroit. It's like you've been winning all season. You win the All Star game. It's got to just be a nice little shot in the arm. Just like a momentum, just kind of carrying on. You got a pretty tough schedule coming out of the break too. Then we got Knicks on Friday. Then you got OKC like Monday, something like that.
hmm
So,
and your
um,
man and your couple guys down on those. So you be playing real thin out there.
yeah, got it.
So
Yeah,
you get out the gate, but I think it's also good. I mean, it's not a problem for Cade and Durant; they're so young anyway. But um, get out, get their feet wet, a couple more games in his All Star weekend, and then probably hang out, chill, a couple nights out there, and then fly back and have 3, 4, 5 days to kind of rest up, go to treatment, whatever. I think they should be, ready to hit the ground fairly refreshed and ready to go. So I agree with you. I'm looking forward to that Knicks. I don't know I think OKC one of the games we got flexed. And we're on ESPN now. Uh,
mm,
that happened like a couple of days ago. They announced that. So uh,
okay.
just furthermore getting our due nationally, because I think that's what this All Star Weekend showed is Cade is built to be playing with the rest of these guys. Durant is built to play with the rest of these guys, these household names, and they are becoming household names. And and I think somebody like the Knicks, who we've kind of had their number all year, I would want to go ahead and jump on them as early as possible, and not want to give them any credit second half of the season, not want to get them any momentum second half of the season here. So
Right.
uh, keep our momentum going and crush theirs is be the ultimate.
Most definitely.
Looking here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Look at the schedule now. Okay. Oh, it's Knicks. They play at the Knicks tomorrow. And they got the Bulls.
So maybe I'm sitting here looking, because all of them are. So yeah, I'm looking too. I'm not sure. Maybe it was at Oklahoma City or Oklahoma City or Cleveland. One of them, one of these games we got flexed to be on.
Oh, Spurs,
Um,
Pistons, 23rd.
yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's that one.
Yeah. So I mean, you look at this. It's I mean, at Chicago, it is what it is. That's not on nothing. But
And it's Jalen. This is Jaden Ivey
I
revenge
mean,
game.
this little window of the next 3 of our 4 games are more televised games.
Jaden Ivey's going to try to get Kevin Herter to guard him.
No, it's the Kevin Herter coming out party. That's what it is. but
Try to cook him a
no, I
little
mean,
bit.
you just look at the three of the next 4 games on prime time. We only had, I think, 2 nationalized games all last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you know, these are the things you like to see from just the young maturing team, and um, you know, it's going to be hard to even keep the pace that we're at because we're on pace for 62 wins, but keep about that same pace, and just kind of keep that breathe room you got. It's good. It's good to have. It's good, and working these other guys. Herter, he's been with the team practicing for a minute. Try to find a way to get him involved early coming out of this because you don't want to. I think what a bad thing could happen with him is it hasn't worked out the first 4 games he's been here, and then he kind of
Hmm.
just gets off the back of the bench versus keeping his kind of confidence up and ready to fire. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that. It's like I said, coming out the gate, they got a lot of big games. And I always say it, that's all you can ask for. He's got the opportunity to be on national television, playing some of the best teams in the league. I know Shy been out. I hope he's playing. I hope you want to see some of these teams that I don't
at
still
full
might be
strength.
back by then. Yeah, you want to see a lot of these teams at full strength. I think my favorite stretch of the season so far is when they was able to beat the Nuggets without Jokic, and then Jokic came back and they was able to beat them. Like I just think like being able to like not only beat elite teams, yeah, to beat elite teams, period. Like sweeping them. West Coast, Western Conference team, doing that to one of the like top, I think like second or third in the conference too. So, no, overall, I said it was a successful All-Star weekend. Was probably wouldn't have tuned in if they wasn't, like it's good to just I would have tuned in, but it was good to like definitely want to make sure to tune in, even though that shit was at like 6 o'clock or something like it was just so early a day, I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, it was mad early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't know
No,
how
I actually
they,
low key kind of like that. That's what another thing. Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah,
Five might
yeah,
have been slightly too early, but I liked it not being, it's hard for me to
yeah,
stay up for a game that, you know, is 156 to 120 and going into the fourth,
yeah.
it's like, all right, it's,
Now I'll say All Star Weekend,
but
like I didn't All Star Week like Saturday night, I didn't even. I think it was just like missed like all of it. Like it usually started at like 8. I think it started at like 2, 3 o'clock. So
yeah. No, I caught the 3-point contest on YouTube highlight afterwards. That's all I watched.
Dave comes
But
back with the Achilles, and that was hilarious
he
to me.
killed that shit.
Yeah, just came off the Achilles, just came back
Yeah.
just to win his third in a row. Um, but yeah, no, shifting gears. Uh, got a little off the rails there. Shifting gears, talking about Michigan Wolverines. They've been rolling. Think I think it's really started. The scary part about it, I think they're really starting to come into form. Um, so I think we can, yeah, just chat. I think really just chat about Purdue game. Handled Ohio. Knew that was going to be, knew what that was going to look like. But wanted to kind of see your thoughts really on the Purdue game overall.
Yeah, no, I mean, just if I had to sum it all up in like a word, it's just for the season. Even it's just impressive, just dominance, impressive thoroughness. It's like it's crazy to how good this team actually is. You see all the stats early in the season, and you're just thinking, anything can happen. And then you're 26 games into the season, and you are light years ahead of every other team in college basketball. You got top analysts saying our second unit with one other additional starter could make a tournament. you're just waves of people. So I think this Purdue game is, a little extra pressure just because somebody caught Luxembourg walking out of a bar one night, but that I guess had me a little extra pressure that maybe some of these Purdue guys would go crazy. And well, pretty much from the beginning, it was like he said, belt to ass, and we just kind of routed them. And
Yeah.
we are physical with teams. We dominate the paint. We have a weird matchup of teams where we are super deep, super physical, can get hot from three, and will run you out of the gym. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of like he has like, we have like if you took like a Georgia defense and put it with like the craziest, Oregon offense you could have found from back in the day. It's kind of we're
It is just elite.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Just elite. So much the same in this game. Just top down. You look. We played another 10 players. Everybody scored. Everybody eats around here.
Yeah.
Just another great day at the office.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you hit it right on the head. It's just fun to watch. Like you say, he's come at you in waves. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna really be echoing a lot what you said, but I just feel like it's really been I think one of the biggest things, just like talk about this, the versatility, how deep the team is. Like we were talking about before we jumped on here, how like Yaxel Lindenborg is guarding the dude Braden Smith. And then after he's done guarding him, he comes out of the game. Brady Gale comes in and picks him up 90 feet. Like you just have like so many different guys. You have like, Mara, rim protector. Um, I mean Yaxel, rim protector. You just have guys that can just play so many different roles. So like, I heard an analyst say like when Michigan substitutes, like they don't like usually you drop off. Like, and I think Purdue's coach said it. He said usually when a team substitute, maybe it's a drop off. He's like he doesn't really feel like that's the case with Michigan when they start to sub guys in. Heard another analyst say that the first five off the bench or first four off the bench with Morris, Johnson, or Adai Mara might make it to tournament as a starting five for another
Right.
school. So yeah, I think at this point I'm just like I just want more. I just can't wait for
And I
Duke.
don't think that's hyperbole. Like I don't think people are just saying that. Like I think if you watch enough of these games, you can see the second unit either maintains the same momentum that the first unit has, or they take it to another level.
Yeah,
It's almost never a drop off.
yeah,
It's
yeah. And I told you my favorite player, LJ Kaysen. I mean, he's really just been doing his thing. He's been yeah. I can tell you before we got on, like when he just scores, it just feels like more than just 2 or 3 points. Like I don't know, I just feel like his impact is just it's crazy. I mean, just seeing him and McKinney, just like you got a couple guys that can just kind of like, that's the future, potentially future backcourt of Michigan basketball. Is coming off the bench and just lighting people up. They just have so
and
many
I'm
like
just gonna say I'm not to cut you off. I'm just gonna say those are you brought up McKinney, and I think those are the two X factors. They are. I mean, we have many X factors. I was gonna say those are, but I think those are throughout the season. McKinney's been kind of shown. McKinney came on maybe what'd you say 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, like
yeah
kind of big time, and then oh my god, blanking on his name. Kaysen came on a lot probably the last 3 weeks. So I
yeah
think those are just additional weapons that we have. It wasn't
yeah.
bad before that, and then
And a quick nugget about Kaysen, I said it a couple of times a while ago, but I think it's still just crazy to me. He was an FAU commit,
yeah,
so he's just like Dusty May is like.
for sure. I mean, he would have been averaging like 24 and 10 down there.
Yeah, I
like,
mean it like yeah, I mean he's doing all of this in like, limited time. I mean, yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's exciting just kind of seeing a lot of the pieces on this team, and just how he's meshed together so well. And like yeah, Yak, so I mean, they ain't really got no like they got like a three-headed, I mean, it's like a three-headed monster. I mean, you could say, Cadeau, him and like Mara are probably like the tone setters, if you will, and then you got just all these other guys that are able to kind of fill in and yeah, I mean just go after teams. So it's exciting. I think this Duke matchup. We'll see how this looks. Going to be primarily Duke crowd being over in Washington D.C. Um, they big enough game where they I thought it would have been nice for it to be at the Cameron Indoor. I thought it would have been kind of cool, but
You'd rather go down
Mitchell's.
there? No,
I just, I,
I want a chance to win. I want a chance.
no, I mean, but I think that'd be like a true.
I'm
I
talking
think
about the
this is
cheating. I'm talking about the cheating more than anything. I'm
well,
talking about
we're not for sure, but I think you go into the Cameron and beat them by 8 to 10 points. Like, all right, but I
yeah.
mean, either
I
way,
guess
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
without knowing the backstory of how like you never see big time out of conference match. You never see out of conference matchups this late, but especially
yeah.
nobody
It's
huge.
like
Like
The Big Ten ACC challenge. I think that's what it is.
this is.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Ohio State played like Virginia, and
oh, they spread it out throughout the year.
I think so, and I think yeah, MSU already
Oh,
played North Carolina, or they something
okay,
like that. I
okay.
think.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
But in general, I think this is going to be is obviously a great test. They got State out of here. They got just in there at 24-2. I think one of the losses is it
North
Texas Tech
Carolina.
in
You think it is
yeah
Texas Tech, North Carolina? And North
yeah.
Carolina was on a
So
buzzer beater.
yeah. So no, they're clearly stacked. I mean, you got a young boozer down in the paint. So I think we're gonna have to physical body him up. But I've watched him play probably 4 times this year. I mean, they're a Duke squad. You know what you're going to get with that. I think they did a good job of handing the baton off uh, when Coach K left and keeping the same vibes and momentum going. So you know what you're going to get. But I think it really comes to bodying Cameron Boozer, and then just playing our game. I think we got to play our own game. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, physical. I think that's the key. I think this is a freshman. We got all upperclassmen, front court. We got waves of guys. It frustrate them, get them physical,
yeah,
out physicality, play them, and then just putting the burners on them and run them. I think that's what I would do.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. I think that's going to be the key for sure. Physicality side of things gonna play a major part. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be one of them to definitely be tuned in for, locked in.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I'm sitting here looking. Cameron Boozer shoots 39% from three, but that's 39 to 99. Um,
mm,
their point guard got kind of seemed to shoot pretty good. He got 65 threes or 180. So I think they don't really. That's usually what I'm looking for with them is just that sniper shooter, that kind of nipple they got on the bench somewhere or something. I don't see that. I think from the games I've seen as well, just they're playing through Boozer and just having him
yeah, kind of nipple.
bully dog people. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, we gonna see, man. It's yeah. I don't know. I keep saying it's gonna be a big time matchup. It's static. I mean, this is the game. This might be for number one overall seed.
yes,
You never know. I think Michigan. I think they've at least up to this point have earned one. This could be the overall being able to have a be in that bracket that's in like Dayton or Illinois or something like that, like real close to home. So yeah, excited to see what they got going on there. Also got Illinois around the corner as well. So a tough little schedule to end things, and that's all you can ask for.
for sure. We got
You
30
want to
seconds
keep.
left. You got a score prediction?
I'll do 75-66 Michigan.
Okay, I like it. I'm gonna put a little more points on it, but pretty much the same. I'm going 84-74. If
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of our sweet spot. Just kind of keep that up tempo on guys.